Hello. And welcome to the MountainsHide stream. Hello. This thing out. Hello. Good morning. It's the Blazing Family. Good morning. And top of the evening as well. Oh shit. Oh shit. Get ready for another day of the MountainsHide stream, baby. Sorry I took so long to get ready. I was like a minute late even getting on the mic, bro. Woo! Oh my god. I gotta put my head's all fucked. Lads, it's all fucked this morning. Oh yeah. I put that dancing dude down there so you would look at the MountainsHide brand label logo thingies. Also, wait, I ain't logged into Twitter for... I do not even know what's happening on Twitter. You know, the only reason I even log on to Twitter is to post that I've released something. So I haven't logged onto Twitter for like over a year. Oi, hot take. Twitter was always a fucking hellhole. Even before Elon Musk bought it. Twitter was always garbage. Yeah, welcome to the MountainsHide stream. Get your tracks in. Yo, I'm here. Wait, let me... There you go. The light is a little warmer on my face. There you go, that's nicer. Oh yes, welcome to the stream, ladies and gents. I hope you're doing fantastic today. Oh, we got another show. We got another few hours of music and memes for you, as per usual. As per usual, if you're unfamiliar, hello, my name is Zach. This is the MountainsHide stream. We're a fucking music producer, mix engineer, and musician, and music enthusiast stream. Tempted to stream some gaming? Bro, me too. I tell you what. Anyways, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing fantastic today. And, well, shit. We got a little bit of music to get into. We got a little bit of music to get into. We got a little bit of music content to get into. Yeah. Also, get on the Discord if you want to be a part of the stream. We're listening to your music today. Oh, yes, we are. Oh, yes, we are indeed. Yeah, I want to thank you guys for being on board. We're going to jump into things very shortly. Okay. Wait a second. Oh, there we go. What the hell are you? I'm Zachy, and welcome to the MountainsHide stream. Oh, yeah. I got Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Terraria, and maybe Minecraft. All fantastic games. All really good games. It's crazy how many like wildly good options there are for games. I fucking hate it when people go like, oh, there's no games. I'm like, bro, there was no games when we were kids. Like, and we were still happy with the small amount of games that we had. Like, you want to talk about no games, Mr. Gen Alpha? Brother, I grew up and Pac-Man and Sega had just been released. Like, what are we talking about? No games. And I was happy with those games. Well, I think there is some amount of growing up that's gonna sort of ruin everything, you know, but that happens to everyone. I think, like, when it comes down to it, these people spoilt for choice talking about, oh, there's no games to play. It's like, no, you're just not looking properly. But, yeah, it's pretty wild. Yeah, get your music in, That's what we're doing here. Get it in. Exclamation submit. Exclamation line skip is how you do it. It'll generate a link. That's what it'll do. What was in my hand? Deodorant. Little deodorant. Little Rexona, mate. Rexona. Body. Roll on. Already heard the track with the fuck up in it. It happens, man. I think we all still had fun listening. Like, you know, there was definitely like like the idea of like, oh, we all realized that you had not finished this track up to your standards. So knowing that, it was fine. That's what the stream's for, man. Like, unfinished work is like, yeah. Like, I know it wasn't up to your standards, but I don't think it like hurt your brand or like anyone that was listening to you change their mind or anything like that, you know? Still bug me? Yeah, no, that's legit though. Like, I'd be bugged by that too. Like, I've done it before. You submit something, you're like, okay, this should be good. And then you realize like, holy fuck, I left something muted, or like, oh my god, why is that volume like 10 times what it should be? I must have done that. My mistake. Like, you realize like some little parameter has just been completely fucked. And in your case, it was like a bunch of mutes or a bunch of like things had been moved out of the timeline of the bounce. And yeah, nah, we all do that. It's fine. It's completely fine. Yeah, welcome to the stream, to those of you just rocking up. The bass 8 bars to the right, yeah. Yeah, it's like completely like random at that point. Like contextually like random compared to where you had it. Like, oh no. 8 bars to the right. You know what I love though? Early in the writing stage, when you do some shit like that by mistake, and then you realize, like, oh my god, that works. Like in the early writing stage, that stuff is cool. But yeah, not maybe not at that stage. So Lizzo was really cool and shared her failure with the world. About her album only shipping like 2,500 physicals, which is just alarming. Look, I've heard some of this album. I wasn't very happy with the songs on it. That said, do I think that she probably still should have gotten a lot more sales than that? Yeah. She's fucking Lizzo, man. People love her, but I don't know, man. I guess that's not enough anymore. Like, I guess just being being people absolutely fascinated with you, it's not enough. All right. Let's see what Anthony Fantano had to say about this, and I'm assuming it's going to be like commentary about like how this reflects upon the industry as a whole, because larger artists like this, you can sort of take notes more so because it's at scale. Let's find out.
It's time to talk about Lizzo and the fact that I guess she's now a flop. I don't know if you guys have caught the big news, the big headlines, but apparently Lizzo did not do very big numbers on this latest record, apparently netting like 3,000 sales of the album first week, which for an artist of her stature and, perceived audience.
Bro was very careful to not say artist of her size. Bro was very careful to not say that.
That's not really good. And there's a lot of conversation around her and the record and the state of her career, much of which at this...
You don't like Ozempic, Lizzo? I thought she was still pretty chubby. Like, she's lost weight. But I didn't think she went like thin. Did she?
This point, I think, is kind of BS. And honestly, it's kind of coming from all sides. For sure, it is true. She did have that lawsuit back in 2023, which from what I understand, she is still in the process of trying to fight against not only the literal legal implications of it, but the PR nightmare too that has come along with it. And just for anyone who is not in the know, I'm talking about the years-long battle that Lizzo has been having.
Dude, I'm getting like giant pauses on my system. Like, and it's my mouse and everything too, which leads me to believe, oh shit, we've lost a lot of frames this stream as well. I'll have to look at it after stream. I have no idea why this might be happening.
With a few of her ex-dancers, wherein they allege that while working for Lizzo's dance and production company, they suffered all kinds of mistreatment, some of which ran against the grain of the supposed ideals that Lizzo long stood for in her music and the way that she presented herself to the public in terms of womanhood, in terms of equality and body positivity too.
But the allegations are so lewd and so salacious. You know, they claim, members of your team, that you encourage them or you force them to engage with new dancers. What do you say to that?
What they allege is not true. And I look forward to it being dismissed. I really do.
Could it be that people think because you're the boss, they said, well, we have to do whatever the boss says. Do you think that in their shoes, that's what they were thinking?
I don't know what they were thinking.
Okay.
I really don't. And I couldn't tell you why.
You would be prepared, Lizzo, to take the witness stand and testify?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I would look fabulous while doing it. The truth will come out. And that's why I'm not afraid of it.
You're not afraid?
No, not at all. Oh. I'm not afraid of the truth. The truth is less salacious than the headlines.
And the reception that Lizzo is seeing now off of this new LP and its very low sales is even more negative than what we saw on that mixtape she dropped back in 2025. Like, there are so many fans and stans on the internet that have turned against her so hard and so aggressively that there has to be at least some individuals in these groups and comment sections that were at one time like fans of what she did to some degree. Like, it wasn't that long ago that Lizzo was actually a relevant, popular artist that people, for the most part, liked, even if a lot of her career was sort of founded on trolling the very people who hated her for her size, for her gender, for her skin color. For a lot of people, not only was Lizzo a pretty respectable blender of pop and soul, but also someone who existed in opposition of the many nasty, hateful, bigoted trolls that seem to follow her all over the internet. But now, at least from my own internet anthropological little observation here. It would seem almost as if the very audience that Lizzo fostered at one point has become the main source of the trolling, while the straight male antagonists she used to court have more or less moved on. But yeah, if you took any given comment section related to Lizzo on the internet right now at face value, you would come away with the impression that Lizzo's career right now is pretty much dead and there's no saving it and it's totally over and it's totally done. When in a lot of ways that couldn't be further from the truth. Yeah, sure, the numbers for this new record right now are not very good at all. But also keep in mind, Lizzo still stands right now at this moment with 11 million monthly listeners on Spotify. That number, of course, has to be added to many times over by every other streaming platform too. And with her new record doing so poorly, we know for a fact that it's really the bulk of her older catalog that is pulling in that attention and traffic. So provably that means there's at least some kind of demand and awareness of Lizzo and her music still at this point, with that many millions of people listening to her on a daily basis. I mean, as she was quick to retweet and point out on her own social media, the song Truth Hurts just hit diamond status. So again, it's not like there is zero or no awareness or hunger.
Yeah, look, she just needs to re-navigate and redirect with a new single. As simple as that. If this was such a momentous failure, but there's still tons of want for her, well, time to try something different. Time to try something that works for you and your fans. You know, this clearly worked for her, but not her fans. Yeah, it's time to re-navigate the space and think up Lizzo 2.0. That would be my take. Like, we need to reorient this venture in a way that works for the fans, but also very important, obviously, to find something that works for the artist. Yeah, and I believe that common ground exists for Lizzo. She just hasn't found it this time. I'm interested to see what her next single is, to be honest. Like, that's all that's got me wondering. Like, okay, well, this didn't work. These singles probably aren't going to blow up. Let's see what comes next, I guess.
For what Lizzo does musically. So honestly, I don't really buy into the narrative that like Lizzo is done, she has no fans, she has no listeners, she has no following. Unfortunately though, Lizzo doesn't really seem to be aware of
Ventano must have hot takes. He can't be the most impactful music critic of genres if he has balanced views. Yeah, same could be said for like any internet creator in the past like 5 to 10 years, and I think more mildly but still consistently the same could be said for like entertaining. No matter what the skill is you're applying through that entertainment in general.
What the problem is either, and in a lot of ways I think is buying into this same narrative. But what Lizzo is pointing fingers at is the algorithm. If you've been following Lizzo on any one of her social media platforms over the last month or so, you've probably seen her at least on a few occasions talking about the lack of juice and attention she's been getting in various algorithms on the internet, and how that is essentially.
And like, this is going to continue with the economic system the way it is. It like more than ever now, you're literally getting lied to for advertisement. Like, not lie by omission, not like it's bold-faced lies and like manipulation. Like, it's getting to boiling point. But like the thing about like, oh, when are we gonna stand up and do it? We're never gonna. No one's ever. Why? Because the whole game is fucking us with stuff like that until we have no way to fight back. So like, you know, it just doesn't feel like it's definitely not gonna be solved with voting. Like, anyone that thinks that is laughable. But I just don't even think it's gonna be solved. Period. Because we're all coddled into our, like, you know, into a shitty little, like, we've been trained to not give a fuck about our fellow man. We've been trained. So, like, yeah, it's not going to change. It's only going to get worse.
preventing her fans from being aware of the fact that she's releasing new music, basically blocking them off from the new music.
The algorithm-based way that social media functions now is destroying the music industry. I have had several occasions.
Hard agree with Lizzo here. Hard agree. It is like a genuinely terrible system because it can be saturation gamed. So if you have enough money to pay enough clippers and you do a clipping campaign, it's basically you're going to win. Because the algorithm is, as far as it's known, being told by a bunch of thousands of random people who you've paid on a campaign to clip your shit. Oh, thousands of people are just making content about this person because they like him. Because they have no way to connect the dots between people accepting a paid campaign to do video work. They have no way to correlate that and then write it off as what it should be written off as fake views. Literal paid for views. And you're not even paying the platform. You're just paying other people. So so when someone like that does rage bait on top of the fact that they're able to completely game and saturate the market, anyone can be famous. Anyone can rule the world or the internet or the algorithm. Anyone. It doesn't matter if people aren't interested in it. That is not required. Like, people that look at their feed and go, oh, this is popping up a lot lately. Are you fucking stupid? It is specifically catered to you and gamed by millionaires. So, like, the bullshit that you're seeing that you think is news is just Clavicular paying 4,000 clippers a month and then getting a combination of the campaign complete by the clippers he pays and Kick paying him even more to get those clips to go viral. So, like, yeah, the whole thing is just memed. And yeah, if you don't know about this clipping stuff and like saturation markets, you just got to go and learn. Like, if these words are like, oh, you're saying random, no, you just don't understand how the market is and what the market looks like right now. And that's literally what it is. Yeah. So clippers game the market, and yeah, they will be on your feed regardless. Regardless, they will be on your feed. Like, it's all variable though. It's all on sliding scale. So if you don't see Clav on your feed, it's because every time you've seen him, you've been like, close the app, scroll really quickly. Like, obviously that's going to work if you do it enough. But if you're not like intelligent enough to understand like sliding scales and bell curves, then this whole conversation is pointless anyway. Like, the reality is that like it takes more to get him off your feed because they have saturated the whole algorithm artificially. Like, so if my video pops up on your feed, you scroll away once, you'll never see me again. With Clavicular or Asmongold, for example, it's going to take like 5 to 7 times more effort to get your... It's still very doable. Like, for example, those guys aren't on my feeds, but that's because I'm exacting specifically how I understand the algorithm works. Lots of people don't understand it and just use it. And that's why they're seeing Clav all the time. And that's why half the world is seeing Clavicular and Asmongold and shit. It's all gamed. It's all bought. Don't kid yourself.
Where there were artists whose music I was actually looking forward to, I completely missed because I didn't realize it was out because my algorithm didn't tell me. And I don't want to blame everything on the algorithm. Of course, we curate our own reality. However, back in the day, which was maybe even just 5 years ago, we used to get things chronologically because of streaming and social media and our... Yeah,
like, dude, the chronological feed was amazing. Like, so amazing. Like, can you imagine when we got onto MySpace, when we got onto... Like, when we got onto Facebook, dude, and you followed a band, you just saw their fucking post. You just saw it. It was there every time. If you're seeing too much Clavicular, look at OnlyFans creators and then your feed. Yeah, random boobs is a step up from clavicular. I mean, you are just creating more problems there, but it's a step up. Oh, dear Lord. All right, let's keep watching.
Post-COVID, chronically online society, most of music marketing is online. Not to mention, budgets are therefore, music marketing relies heavily on social media. But now, ever since the algorithm has been showing us things out of order, baby, there's actually no way to successfully promote an album where everyone knows your album is coming. And
look, as somebody who professionally makes content myself and observes the careers of numerous music...
there is. You just have to game... You basically just have to do what I just explained the streamers are doing. But it's still a completely gamed, inorganic sort of thing to do.
Musicians, both big and small, on a regular basis. I definitely understand and acknowledge the fact that algorithms are very unforgiving these days in terms of when they will or won't give you attention. No matter what kind of art or content you're making and putting out there on the internet these days, you better engineer that shit to appeal to people instantaneously, or at least like have its finger on the pulse of some broader conversation everybody is involved in, or else it's likely to just get kind of buried and thrown into the memory hole. And that puts musicians who aren't already the topic of conversation at kind of a disadvantage. However, the problem is Lizzo is absolutely not a complete unknown. And when you look at her Twitter and you look at her TikTok, there are actually multiple new videos on there that are racking in millions of views in total. I mean, sure, some of the reactions to many of these posts are pretty brutal and pretty negative and critical. To be honest, after looking at all of these posts, all the likes, all the comments, all the engagement, the media opportunities that Lizzo has been given in the midst of this album cycle too, I don't think the problem is a lack of exposure, really. With all of this social media buzz, even if some of it is negative, like there's surely not a total lack of awareness that you have new music coming out and that it exists. Fighting your way into the eyes and the ears of people who are your actual fans might be a little harder now than it was 3 or 4 years ago. But at this point, Lizzo still has enough algorithmic juice and an active audience going to where she could at least build up some buzz were the reception for the songs and music she's been dropping actually positive. And see, that's the thing. I think that's ultimately the problem with this new Lizzo album rollout. Like, I don't think the music itself is particularly good. One thing that I've always appreciated about Lizzo is that I felt like she is one of the few mainstream artists out there who actually does.
I just think that's such a weak argument.
A broad pop appeal.
The idea that yeah. I don't know. There's too much fucking awful music doing really well for that to make sense. There really is. There just really, 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 really is. Like, I just don't think at this point the music matters as much as he thinks it does. Like, this is just assuming like everyone has good taste. This is just like, oh yeah, everyone is just like, ooh, I don't like that song. Like, come the fuck on. Like, I don't see it. I don't see it. I've seen like dog shit, like just lame albums pop off that sound worse than this and more derivative than Lizzo's album 1,000 times. So my position on this is that the music was good enough to do well. And I think it's just a social reason. I think ultimately Lizzo is seen as uncool. I think that's what the polarity shift has been about. I don't think it has anything to do with like maybe a little bit to do with like her new music. Like I didn't enjoy it as much, but to pretend that like nobody's getting into this solely based on their like good taste and that they agree with me, nah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, man. Plenty of people like music I do not like. This, why would it be an exception? Why?
And when she does it well, she does it really well, actually. Now, keep in mind, this is like a different play than being the sort of artist who plays to a super hyper obsessed, parasocially psychotic niche fandom who are going to consume and stream your whole album over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Instead, what Lizzo has been successful at in the past is dropping these gems of songs that just hit with these really broad and wide swaths of people, the casual listeners, really. So that's why when you go online and see Lizzo putting up stuff on the internet, she doesn't really have a whole lot of stans coming to her defense, because I don't really think Lizzo fosters that kind of energy with her listeners. Where the issue comes in, though, is that there's not really that kind of like broadly appealing hit on this new album to carry the entire record and generate interest in it. There's no new message, there's no new perspective, and to the degree that Lizzo is trying out some new sounds, these ideas and attempts are either ill-fitting or, in my opinion, just not really on the pulse of what pop listeners are looking to hear right now. For example, there are at least a few tracks on this thing where Lizzo is like going for a bit of a mid to late 80s Tina Turner thing, which I mean, she definitely has the voice for and chose some pretty appropriate production for heading in this way. But like, this is not a sound and a vibe that I think a lot of people are dying to hear right now. Then you also had moments in the lead up to this record where Lizzo was trying her hands at like putting out a rock single, doing a little bit more of a guitar driven turn, which also delivered flop level results. And then there's kind of the big finale single she dropped prior to this record, Bitch, which is maybe the biggest misstep in this album cycle. Not only does this track draw attention once again to the calls and allegations that you are a bitch, you are a mean person. It was one thing to address these claims when they were mostly being hurled at Lizzo by completely irrational haters. But now, since the lawsuit, a lot of these insults have become calls that are coming from within the house. If anything, from a PR perspective, you would think this is like the last label Lizzo would want to embrace right now. Not to mention the fact that she does also interpolate a portion of the song Bitch. I'm a bitch, I'm a Oh wait, hold on. Can I sing that without a copyright problem on this video? Which honestly, I feel like it's such a dead and tacky pop practice at this point in 2026. Or at least like a desperate attempt at angling for a hit that should be beneath Lizzo, somebody of her, vocal range and personality. Like, she has enough singing ability and wit and humor to not have to sell a song in that way. And some of the worst tracks on her last album did the same freaking thing, like Girls. Look, again, to sort of sum this whole thing up, no, I don't think Lizzo's career is dead. I don't think Lizzo's over. And I don't think it's really the algorithm that is preventing her from making the kind of connections she wants to make to her fans. Frankly, this record just didn't have a hit on it like her past albums did. Because, again, when you listen to Bitch in its entirety, there's no real flow, there's no real cohesion, there's no real overarching theme, there's no real vision to it. Like, the track list runs like a bunch of attempts at doing something that might kind of catch on or go viral, which, again, is fine if you want to do that. But if that's going to be your approach, you better damn well make sure that you have a song going viral or something in the lead up to the record. And if you don't, then you need to go back into the studio and maybe regroup. Because if the new material isn't hitting, the new material isn't hitting. If Lizzo is suffering from anything right now, honestly, I think it's from being a little out of touch and maybe not knowing exactly what her fan base wants to hear, because her fan base in the past has just been so broad and so casual, and she doesn't have that niche following of psychotic stans who she can look to directly to know exactly what they want to hear, what exactly.
I think her marketing team needs readjustment, if I'm being real. If you can't make Lizzo pop, and like, I'm sure she had like a fantastic budget as well. I just don't think her marketing team put stuff in the right places, and I wonder if she's clip farming and doing like campaigns and saturation techniques, because that is what you need to do to force something to pop regardless of what it is. Yeah, all high-level marketing places should be doing this. Should be clip farming on artists to for awareness and exposure. Yeah. Anyways, that's my analysis of the problem. Her marketing team sucks. I'm not saying he's wrong about the songs. They definitely don't hit. It's just, I think she could have had a less flop release. Still probably not like an amazing one, but lots better than this. Lots better than this. W. Anthony Fantano coming through with the freaking. Coming through with the freaking information. Yeah, welcome to the MountainsHide stream. We're about to get into another video, then jump into some music. Get a game and do it. Do it. 8 gigabyte of VRAM is enough. No, it isn't. Yo, what up, TP? Oh. Ooh, modded Terraria? Let's go, dude. What are the mods doing? Thorium and Calamity are the mods. Ooh. Oh, you just got him? Nice. Yo, what up, Kyle? Can actually hear the spots in the bad mixes. Yeah, it can definitely be helpful to get yourself a new pair of headphones, for sure. No, I don't know those mods. Sorry, I'm just looking for a video here. Where the fuck? What? I'm always losing my videos, goddammit. We're gonna be listening to music in about 10, 15 minutes time. Just FYI. Audio opera. You know what? I think I just might. We're gonna find one of his new videos though. I watch him too often. Oh, what? 6 months ago is his most recent long form on YouTube. Fuck. Victim of fashion. Oh, it's a short form. Alright, victim of fashion.
I am a victim of fashion. I thought I bought drip. Turns out it was swag. I'm dripless. The only thing keeping me bossed up is this purple Sprite, and that's not even cool anymore. No amount of zippers and gold paint can save me now. I'm forced to stanky leg in white pants for eternity.
My God. Yeah, he does so well to dress in a way that satirizes specifically whoever he's making fun of. He understands like pop culture niches really well. It's yeah. I wonder what his like planning process is like, whether he just like you know, whether he like writes it all on a notepad or what his deals are. The G Unit hat is like the best prop that I've ever seen. The G Unit belt is fucking upset. Oh damn. Getting high and going on Depop is goated. Yo, what up, Snow Asta? How you doing? How you doing? What time are we looking at? Big squawking. Love to hear it, bro. Just ha. I gotta start doing that when I wake up. Dude, when I first came to Australia when I was young, I used to yell out the window every single day. Good morning, Australia. And at night, I used to be like, good night, Australia. Like, really loud. And I remember after like 6 months of doing it, some guy was like, shut up. It was pretty funny. I was pretty surprised. Just because he wasn't excited about fucking Australia. God damn. What? Bro was not excited about Australia. Alright. Do we have to run a... man, Twitch is cruel mistress. Is a very cruel mistress, I'll be honest. We're gonna go to an ad break, is what we're gonna do. Subs get the good ads, obviously. Hang with me through this one. I only do this so you don't have to put up with ads over the next hour. I feel like getting them all at once so you can just go and take a shit or like make a sandwich is so much more helpful. Anyways, we'll be back after these short messages. Come on down to the MountainsHide Change EP launch.
Advert is entirely off brand with how the music sounds.
We're going to be giving away a new car, a brand new family home, and a dirty couch.
Literally, none of these prizes will be given
We
away.
might even play some Nintendo. Then after that, you can shut the fuck up and listen to my new music. MountainsHide Change Launch Party, November 27th on Twitch. Here at MountainsHide, we care about your listening experience. We put all our products through rigorous testing to ensure they meet the highest listening standards. As a usual part of our in-depth testing, we set out to find the least qualified demographic and ask them what they thought of our latest products.
He's actually fucking. It's hype from his release. The beat sounds sick, and your vocals is so good.
You better fucking join and drop that fire mix, my guy.
Oath.
Oh, there he is.
Hey, where's the third song? Come on, mate. Honestly, it hyped me off.
Doesn't stream much anymore, and that was the best beat battle on Twitch, and now I'm stuck here. Just kidding. Love ya. Do you want to get banned for the rest of your fucking... Do you want to get banned for the rest of your life? It's not a funny joke. It's not a funny joke.
I'm done with the billions I'm making buying this alone, we're buying this alone. I'm done for the rest of my life. Done with singing that melody. Gone with the tears in the water. Can you save my life? If you can save me, then help me.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh, we back. Oh, we back. Oh, we got some music coming your way. Welcome into the stream. My computer's lagging. I don't know why. I'm annoyed by it. But we push on. We push on. All right, let's get into some. Why? I was literally in Discord, opening Discord, and randomly this video just starts playing. Why? I'm so sick of shit that's broken. Like, everything is just broken compared to what it was 5 years ago. Like, YouTube doesn't work. Like, oh my God, it's so aggravating. Like, nothing fucking works anymore. It's so crazy. Like, it's basically manufactured consent. No one can say it's manufactured obsolescence, but it's beyond that. It's in shitification. It's like purposefully fucking, like, the Android code base, right, has a thing on it that does narration, that all the narration apps speak to within the OS. OS updates on Android over the past 5 years have literally made narration work worse. This is provable, and lots of people in the tech community know about it. Like, it's so aggravating to me that other shit is going down that route as well with tech. Like, ugh. Anyways, whatever. Let's move on. Yo, what up, Dumbo? How you doing, bro? Talking about enshittification, yeah. All right. What we got in the way of music? Let's find out. These fucking memes, man. Oh dear Lord. I'm talking about Drawsy's memes. He's putting dumb shit in the fucking. Like, bro stole a sheep. Probably gonna eat it. I'm good, Dumbo. I'm good, man. We're just about to get into some music. Yeah, we got TP coming up first. Man of the day, man of the hour, man of the start of the stream. All right. Let's do it, shall we? It's Bubble Guts version 2, work in progress by TP. Richard Finger. This bird's about to get eaten by a shark. Look. It's over. Oh, he gone. He gone. God, Richard Fingers. Throwing banger function. Guess I'm not a real one. Hey, yo. I don't know. Who the heck? Oh, it feels like just the classic clearing up, like getting a more separated, mostly middle range, I think. Just feels a little crowded. That's really my only issue. It doesn't even feel like super crowded either. It's just like a bit. It is. It's exactly midday on Monday. Yes. Yeah, otherwise pretty nice. It's one of those like epic kind of like throwback dubstep sounds. The chords sort of speak to an older version of dubstep that I like that bam 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 boom. Do I participate in Twink Tuesdays? What up, Cloud? I only make old school dubstep. It does have a modern touch to it, though. I guess that's bound to happen with like modern mix techniques and stuff, and like modern tools. No, I don't think it. I think lots of people really enjoy that older flavor of dubstep. I think it's probably a good time to be doing it, to be honest. I think people kind of miss this type of dubstep. That's my read on pop culture. Call my songs dated. They definitely call back to that like older dubstep flavor. Midday for a main stage. I mean, that's still pretty good. Yeah, let's go, man. I would love to hear the middle frequencies cleaned up. That's probably the most outstanding thing. Yeah, send this back to me soon. I feel like you know, having this cleared up, it'll probably speak to people that yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Trek. Feels that way to me as well, and I enjoy it. Cool shit, TP. Cool shit. WTP, put your URL in chat. Let the people know where you're at. Built like dubstep, massive bass 42, Sag. Just a sausage of WAV. I'm a sausage. Yeah, welcome to the MountainsHide stream. We goofing. We aloofing. I bring a roll to a show? Wait, what are we... So confused. I don't know if anyone knows Spectre sounds. Oh, double blinking, mate. Let's go. Cheers. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Look. All right. We're gonna get back into music. I just wanted to watch this. This dude does really high quality recordings and productions and mixes. Definitely someone you can learn off. Especially if you're into band stuff. He does like 90% band stuff. When you sink into the chest, so true. So true. Like, if I can joyfully and willingly stand up after my pull, well, all I'm doing is walking over to the fucking bedroom, like, you know, vanity unit to grab the bong to, again, pull another cone so I do sink into my chair. His shirt looks like AI. You know what? We're gonna, the false positive nature of things is probably gonna change taste in general. I've already seen it happening with mixes. Like, no one wants like a warm, like a really warm mix anymore because AI is too able to emulate that. The background of it. But yeah. Wait, it's crazy that AI can spell now. I've seen some Pokemon cards that look AI gen. They aren't, but the star looks like it. Yeah, that's what I mean with false positives. Like, we're in a spot now where people are saying, like, even if it feels like AI, even if it's real human art, it's dismissed. And I'm not sure how to feel about that because there are so many like great, you know, songwriters and producers that are doing like W mixes. Like, I remember who was it? Clarity? Yeah, I think it was Clarity, and he was talking about, I was talking to him ages ago about how his mixes were really good, but no, it's not about mid. It's about like, well, one example I was going to give was the idea that you can be like as talented as you want, and I'll use Clarity as an example, but his mixes were really like warm, like middle heavy. And he just keep getting the feedback that people think he's using AI. Why? Because people don't understand the difference between a warm heavy mix and an AI mix that has warmth. They think it sounds the same. So after he got that feedback a million times, and keep in mind, Clarity is like super talented and not a mid artist at all. He's really good. He has a great voice and great music. He had to change his mix style just to accommodate people who didn't understand that he wasn't using AI. And that was simply the way he learnt to mix. And keep in mind, this mix was seen as beautiful before 2021. So it's not a case of aptitude or good or bad or being good at something or whatever. It's a case of our tastes literally changing what we consider good or bad based on a lot of things, but one of them is lack of knowledge and understanding of audio. And because you can't expect a lot of people to catch up with audio engineers that can hear these small differences, culture will change to accommodate people who do not and cannot tell the difference. So that's where things are going. Like anything that AI can do basically like is gonna, whether or not you've actually used AI, if it even distantly sounds like it, even if your product is good, it will be dismissed. Which is why I've chosen to go with a little bit more rough around the edges, like mixed direction with my next stuff. That's not the main reason, actually. There are a few reasons. But the point is that, false positives are ruining real work through the lens of it just kind of maybe having like some similar qualities to an AI mix. So, yeah, kind of interesting and sad stuff. Sounds like being stupid? No. This is like it is on the surface until you just hear that no one can tell the difference. Like a certain type of mix will just make people think that you're using AI, but you're just a good mix engineer. This dude's an amazing YouTuber. Yeah, he is. Hey. Wait, what? Wait. Oh, yeah, it's up here. There's like a jumper or a shirt hanging up there, and he needs to take it down. Because that was like super distracting to me. like, oh no, it's a window. Is that like a window? Whatever it is, he needs to get rid of that glare. It's killing me.
Walking away from a sponsor. And I want to be very clear about what this means because it's not like I just turned out a check before anything happened. I've already made the video. The time is spent, the research is done, the shoot is done, and the edit is done. The money I spent making this video doesn't magically come back, and that sucks. Now, I was offered a fair amount of money for this video, and after racking my brain for months trying to figure out how to make a headphone video interesting, I finally found an angle that actually worked. Something fun, something relatable, something that wasn't just another boring gear video where some guy sits in a room and says, "These sound good," for 20 minutes. Because let's be honest, headphone videos are pretty fucking boring. Now, the brand in question is Sennheiser, and I want to be absolutely clear here. I've worked with them a number of times over the years because they make great stuff. I've got friends who work there. I like the people who work there, and I respect the company. This isn't me pretending that they suddenly suck because we had a disagreement, but they took a look at the video I made and they asked me to sanitize it. They wanted me to water it down and strip out the edge and take away the parts that made it fun. And then they wanted to see the
Oh, this is gonna be relevant to TP. Yo, what up, Balloon Hands? How you doing? Yeah, this is about Sennheiser. TP just bought some good headphones from Sennheiser. Although it's nice to hear immediately him be like, "No, they still make quality products. I'm just pissed." Like that's that's nice to hear as someone who just bought hardware from that company. I look at it like this: if you're not a mix engineer or a beat maker and you're calling someone out saying something is AI because it's a warm mix, doesn't mean you're right. More likely because, more than likely doesn't, because I hate people. Yeah. No, they're wrong. That's why I call them false positives, because they're wrong. But it doesn't, like, there are plenty of things that are wrong that have taken on permanency in the human zeitgeist. You know, there are like plenty of things that are just like straight wrong that have become like popular things to do. And yeah, like I think like one of the behaviors that we will continue to see is whatever sounds similar to AI, even if it was done by a human and sounds great, if it sounds similar to AI, people are going to write it off, like listeners as a whole. Yeah. Well, because they don't have the ability to tell, and also we're not going to have the ability in 10 years. Like that, we need to think about that as well. Like professionals won't be able to tell in 10 years when this software really starts kicking our butt. So, you know, it's going to be all about labeling. Yeah, I just think people are just going to be sickened by anything that even gives a similar energy. And that means that, I think that means that, yeah, whatever the basic standards AI is putting out are going to just be avoided by people. If you lose out as an artist, because of that, like it doesn't mean you don't have high quality work. It just means that AI is stolen enough that it just means AI is stolen enough that it sounds similar to whatever you're doing. I doubt it would be as big a problem as people say, well, in terms of replacing artists. I think it's just like a money thing. So, like, people are always still going to be playing, but, like, the whole top end of town, I think it's going to be more, like, fill up of, like, AI slop. Because, like, you got to remember, like, a lot of the reason that the music industry and the top end of town wants it to work is because they can save and make millions. And as things in capitalism get more desperate and the technology gets better, I don't think we're gonna see like musicians disappear or anything, and I think the want for no AI is still gonna continue. But the top end of town does what they want. We don't have any control over that. So I think we're just gonna see like the billboards like kind of ruined. Unless botted. Oh, it'll be botted for sure. I mean, like, you should see what's happening in Australia right now. We got some woman who's like being supported by like a billionaire mining industry people and News Corp, and she's literally been hard pushed by the media, and she can't even be in the running, and we're not even close to an election, and she's only just an elected representative and has no chance of even getting in. And there's like bot networks, like millions of dollars worth of bots, like so obvious to see through all TikTok, Instagram, and social media. And this is in Australia, like one of the fairest places in the world. And a lot of people still believe that our vote counts here. So yeah. When it comes to bots, I think that's a guarantee. Because people are just so easily fooled. It's embarrassing.
The titles before the video goes live. I'm just not okay with that because ultimately I work for you, the viewer. Video goes live. Parts that made it fun. And then they wanted to see the titles before the video goes live. I'm just not okay with that because ultimately I work for you, the viewer, not a company from Germany, no matter how awesome their microphones are. Here's the...
Wait, was that all that happened? Was that all that happened?
I'm just not okay with it. And take away the parts that made it fun.
Yeah, so they wanted to edit the fun parts out of his video, and then they wanted to micromanage the titling of his video as well. Okay. Correct, Dresden. Correct. And it's more. Definitely conservative, yeah. It's definitely more. Just like it's good to use that conservative estimate because like it's like inarguable. Like no one could even say that wasn't true. But if you start talking like 60-70% like what might be true, then all of a sudden people have something to argue against. But the conservative estimate will be 60 or 70% soon. That's coming.
And then they wanted to see the titles before the video goes live. I'm just not okay with that because ultimately I work for you, the viewer, not a company from Germany, no matter how awesome their microphones are.
I think we're in the 90s. Public sites are on fire. Yep. It could be. It could be. Workout time for me, boys. Go get it, Shredlord. Go get it.
Here's the deal. I spent years dealing with corporate culture during my time at Chrysler, where you would make something, send it around, and then 50 people would need to stick their fingerprints on it so they could feel like they contributed. And I didn't leave manufacturing to build my own show just so I could hand the steering wheel over to a marketing department.
Real.
That might be how things work in the boardroom, but that's not how...
Bro, why is his fucking... What? Does he have, like, eye color issues? Look at this meter, bro. It's like orange and then dark orange.
Shit works here on Spectre Sound. So yeah, there's a very...
What's the peak, though? Like, it better not be red. It better be, like contrasting.
Good chance you might never see me make another Sennheiser video on this channel, and that sucks because it didn't have to come to this. But I would rather eat the cost of making this video than let somebody I've never met before decide what I'm allowed to say on my own show. So here it is, the unapproved, unsponsored video. People suck. If you've spent even 5 seconds in public with large groups of people, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like the self-important douche who thinks his private phone conversation should be everybody's phone conversation. Or the complete morons who bring their screaming sex trophies onto an airplane.
Screaming sex trophies is hilarious.
Oh, and you paid extra for the quiet car on that German ICE train? Congratulations! So did 37 drunk soccer fans named Klaus. And if you dare ask someone to turn down their obnoxiously loud USB speaker on a subway, there's a very good chance you might wind up murdered.
He told me to put my speaker down, and he got his motherfucking headphones on. You out your f***ing mind, my man. I want to cut you.
Look, I know it's tempting to carry a dull machine.
Wait, why Danny Trejo in this video?
Ready to deal with those kind of situations, but let's be honest, you're just gonna mess up your clothes. Fortunately, I might have found a solution. Hey guys, in today's video we're checking out the new closed-back headphones from Sennheiser.
Oh shit, is this...
Really,
Wait,
really
are these the ones you got, TP?
But before we get to that, I have to drone on for 5 minutes of bullshit to make this video 8 minutes long so I can get the extra ad money. And then I'm gonna say the same crap
it does sound like Patrick.
Everybody else says about headphones because I've got no imagination, no standards, and no shame. But I do have a burning need to line my pockets, so here we are. So we need to talk about the punchy yet warm mid-range, the detailed highs and the smooth low end, and all the other meaningless buzzwords.
So they didn't want this to go live, dude. They didn't want this to go live because he was satirizing headphone reviews. I think they made a bad decision. I think this is funny, and their brand could have only benefited from this.
That every other gear channel has been copy-pasting since Obama was president. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I'm so fucking bored with those videos. Look, that shit might have worked in 2014, but here we are 12 years later and everyone is making those same videos. Same voice, same pacing, same fake fucking excitement. Same, I've been using these for 2 weeks and here's my completely honest thoughts routine. Yeah, sure they are. And the reason you clicked on this channel is because I don't make those kind of videos. So please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button while you're here because I am trying to get to 700,000 subscribers by year's end. And apparently the only way to get there is to by not...
Also, his energy for an older dude is just impressive. Like, what is he, like early 50s, late 40s or something? I just feel like his tone and his energy is so bright and like fun to listen to. Just getting older, it becomes more impressive to be like on that higher sort of frequency. It really does. And dude, like he's got a few extra kilos on him as well. I'm just thinking like, bruh, you've done so well.
Treating you like you suffered a head injury at birth. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been trying a fun way to make this video interesting about headphones for the last month or so, and I've just been racking my brains. Because let's be honest, headphones, while they're great, they're not exactly what you'd call exciting. They're headphones. They go on your head. They make noise happen near your ears. And that's about as thrilling as reading an instruction manual on a toaster. And the ones I'm demoing here aren't exactly a fashion accessory like some of the other brands you've seen. Nobody is buying these so they can pretend like they're an extra.
People get astonished at my energy levels. Are you you're like a active sort of personality? Are you blazing in your everyday life? You're pretty talkative and you're sort of like very like animated and things like this.
In a Drake video. These are not look at me headphones. These are leave me the fuck alone headphones. And then I remembered something very important. And that's people really suck.
Baby.
Case in point, turn signals. They're that funny stick on the side of your steering column that let other people know which way you're going. They take zero effort to use. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
You move a
Makes
finger.
sense,
That
makes
is
sense.
it. You don't need a subscription. You don't need a
Eccentric. I have been called eccentric occasionally.
firmware update. You don't need a 37-minute YouTube tutorial from some guy named Chad screaming, "Let's go!" every 14 fucking seconds. You just move the fucking stick. And somehow, for a disturbing percentage of the population, that's still too much to ask. And the reason why is because I said the two words most people could care less about. Other people. Because we live in the age of fuck you, I got mine. The age of TikTok at full blast in restaurants. The age of Bluetooth speakers on hiking trails because apparently even nature needs to hear your shitty playlist. The age where even the most basic consideration for the people around you is treated like some kind of unreasonable government overreach. And the idea of doing anything for the common good went out of style right about the same time that the Village People did. Actually, that's not fair. The Village People had better rhythm than most of these assholes. And unlike the moron blasting mumble rap on the subway through a USB-powered Bluetooth speaker he bought at a gas station, at least those guys understood the value of real performance. I can't believe I just complimented the Village People. Yet here we are. Human beings just can't seem to behave themselves in public. It's a sad truth that dates all the way back to ancient Rome. And the Romans, they had their shit together. They had roads, plumbing, concrete, aqueduct.
Dude, imagine having plumbing back then. And wait, were these flumes?
Architecture.
Oh wait, no, flumes are when you build it into the lake. Like physically, it's like in the lake.
Public baths, heated floors, and an empire that stretched across a huge chunk of the known world. But unfortunately, they also had people, which means they had some guy named Maximus Dickus screaming endlessly about his favorite gladiator and rooting
Maximus Dickus is hilarious.
Everybody else's day. Bro, Spartacus is totally overrated. He's such a wuss. And back then, they had a very simple solution for people like that. They just threw him to the lions. Sadly, that method of dealing with public douchebags is kind of frowned upon these days, mostly by cowards. But human history has always needed quiet spaces. Libraries were built for the sole purpose of saying, yes, there are loud idiots out there. Here's a special building where everybody has to shut up and learn. And that's a beautiful thing, because the entire concept of a library is basically civilization admitting, well, we tried letting people regulate themselves and turns out that was a total fucking disaster. And then technology progressed as it tends to do. And if we fast forward to the 1800s, rail travel came along and suddenly we could move hundreds of people great distances at once. And unfortunately, it also moved the annoying ones because that's the problem with mass transportation. It transports the masses. And a disturbing percentage of the masses think that they are the main character. Now, eventually, railway companies did come up with the idea of the quiet car, which made the absolutely insane assumption that signs work on assholes. Here's the thing, they don't. Because the kind of person who needs a sign telling them to shut up is usually the exact kind of person who thinks that the sign is there for the other people. And there's those two words again, other people. The two-word phrase that makes half the population short circuit.
Fuck you!
Ooh. And then in 1910, Nathaniel Baldwin invented headphones and sold them to the US Navy, where they were used by radio operators to hear Morse code transmissions on ships. It gave humanity the ability to hear important information without blasting it to everybody in earshot. And it probably saved more than a few radio operators' lives by not subjecting the entire crew to endless Morse code. Now, eventually, those headphones would evolve into the personal music player, but we'll get to that in just a second. because air transportation came along, and then we had to face the hard truth that when you stick hundreds of people into a large tin can and force them to breathe other people's farts, bad things happen.
Whoever is farting, don't fart, please. It smells bad.
Air travel is one of mankind's greatest achievements. We conquered gravity, we crossed oceans in hours, we connected the entire planet. And then we immediately used that miracle of engineering to trap ourselves next to a screaming child, the teenager behind you kicking your seat, and some asshole watching YouTube at full volume because apparently earbuds are against his religion. And as technology moved forward, mankind seemed determined to invent all kinds of new ways to annoy each other. Boom boxes, car stereos that go boom, boom, while the trim rattles off into the street. Phones with speakers louder than the PA at a Slayer concert. And the worst invention since the boob apron? The USB speaker. Because some people just simply aren't content with headphones so they can entertain themselves. No.
What was the deal with Sennheiser? They wanted to control his title and remove a lot of the like satire and like how he was going on about how headphone reviews were boring and stuff. In his words, he said at the start of the video, he basically they wanted to remove all the fun parts and control his video title. But this is the review. Like he unsponsored himself, said, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to put my video up as it was. So this is the unsponsored review of the headphones as he wanted it. It was a review for the headphones, yes. It was a sponsored review.
They need the entire train to hear just how awesome their favorite music is. So why is it always shitty hip hop or shitty techno?
He's ranting about nothing. Well, there's none of this is what he wanted to change. They wanted to take out the start bit where he was complaining about how like shitty reviews were for headphones. And this was, I guess, his approach.
Look, noise-canceling headphones are cute, they're nice, and they're convenient. They're great if your biggest problem is the gentle hum of a train's electric motor. But they are definitely not built for whatever the hell society has turned into in 2026. So if you want true inner peace, you're going to need something serious. Look, these are headphones. They sound awesome, and they're Sennheisers. So why is that important? Well, if you're using public transportation, you're probably less likely to get robbed wearing these than the competing brand with the celebrity logo. Because the people stupid enough to rob you in front of all those security cameras probably can't even pronounce Sennheiser, much less know what they are. Or know their history of producing some of the finest pro audio tools ever made, like the MD421 or the MD409, microphones that made rock history and wound up on some.
But he said nothing about the headphones. Yeah, so again, this is just like paying attention to the start of the video. He mentioned that he found conventional headphone reviews stupid and boring and just like unfun. So he was trying something different. And this was his sort of approach to it. Still a review, but just through the lens of like people and society. And I guess he's just packing, into the last 4 minutes. That's where all the tech information is. I personally thought it was a cool and interesting and refreshing approach to reviews, and that he still is clearly reviewing the product. Does nothing about. No. Like again, it's just through a different lens. It's through like a societal lens of like what headphones. Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't need to explain it. He explains at the start of the review that he was trying to do like a different type of review. I think it works. I think it's good. I think they were stupid for asking to change it.
of the most important records ever made. And that's the same kind of craftsmanship going on here. They're big, they're solid, and they are comfortable. The clamp is strong.
Yeah, you're just saying it doesn't work. I disagree. It works.
Strong enough to seal properly, but not so brutal that your skull starts filing a workplace complaint. But most importantly, they block noise coming from both ways because they're closed back, which means they block noise coming in from the outside world, which, as we already established, is full of idiots. But they also block sound from leaking out, and that matters in the studio. Like playback bleeding into your vocal.
Dude, I need a fucking pair of better headphones. Like, all I got is these shitters, man. Now, these are decent, but like entry-level shit. But bruh, like the upgrade from these to those would be unreal. Yo, what up, K2? How you doing, brother? Those same headphones I got, bro. Me, you, and half the people in this fucking stream. Yo, Kyan, you got a pair of the MTX, like, what are these? ATH-M, M50X. Yeah. The M50s that are now discontinued were genuinely better because there's a little plastic piece in here that I've had to repair, and in the M50s without the X, they like cheapened that shit. Audio Technica, Mike? Oh, cool.
Or a click track bleeding into your overheads as the cymbals fade because your drummer insists on having his headphones louder than a jet engine because he never used hearing protection for the last 20 years that he's been playing drums. Ask me why I know this. Because I have had to deal with the infuriating job of cleaning up tick, tick, tick out of fade out more times than I care to remember. Or a headphone bleed getting picked up while you're miking an acoustic guitar. If you need to get critical work done in the studio, these are gonna be a serious contender. And I'm gonna be using this pair for years to come. But here's the thing, these work for so many applications outside of the studio, like overnight plane trips. Let's be serious, these are super comfy and they're gonna stay comfortable after an 8-hour flight. Meanwhile, your earbuds are gonna start feeling like somebody installed drywall anchors in your ear canals. Hell, you can even mix on these in the middle of a busy train station without disturbing the person next to you, which is amazing because apparently being considerate of the person next to you now qualifies as being part of an advanced civilization, or a Wednesday if you happen to be in Tokyo. If you're a pro on the go, these are some serious tools for being able to do your job pretty much anywhere. You think I want to be in the studio all day when I can literally work back here and get my job done? And the best part is I could be out here all day and the glasses won't hurt me because these pads are so soft they're not going to push them into my skull. That's super cool. At $399 US for the regular version and $439 for the Pro version with the case, these aren't exactly what I'd call cheap, but they are the kind of thing you buy once and you use for life.
Oh, yeah.
They fold up small enough to work on public transportation.
Yeah, we'll play it when you get back regardless, man.
And $439 is a very small price to pay to not have to put up with selfish assholes.
Oh, I enjoyed that. That was kind of an interesting, look, I just really related to the idea, like, I'm just sick of normal headphone reviews. Yeah. And maybe it was a little long though. I wish it was like 11 minutes instead of 14 minutes. That's probably my only critique though. I enjoyed the different angle. maybe just a bit of filler in there that I found pinch bit could remove it. Get rid of it. Yo, what up, Moon Kashi? Yes, absolutely it's cool if you send a rock song. Yes, absolutely. Oh yeah, welcome to the MountainsHide stream. Oh, Kyan was next, that's why. Okay, that's why bro told me. Alright. Well, we got a few songs in the regular queue if you'd like to be played. Well, it's looking like we've got either M or we can do Kratix, or if Kyan is back, we can do Kyan. Let me know. I thought funk step was today's genre of choice. Dude. One day, it's gonna be MountainsHide funk step. Dude, I gotta start an alt like a secret alt where I just upload demos, dude? Yo. A secret alt. Oh, gee. Welcome to the Mountainside stream. My name is Zach. I'm a jovial Australian and New Zealand man. Well, that's about all you need to know. Jokes. This is a music submission stream. We love music in here. We're particularly passionate about up and coming musicians. If you want to get your track in, get some feedback, well, all you got to do is type !submit in Twitch, Kick, or YouTube chat. You'll get a link to the Discord. Follow that one through. Yo, we're going to go to a quick ad break. This is the second hour. Well, at least we're running into the second hour of the MountainsHide stream. I want to thank you for being here. I've had fun so far. Funny will be Soul Step. You're not wrong, dude. Yo, keep throwing those made-up genres at me. I'm liking what you're doing with these. Soul Step? We'll be back after these short messages.
Come on down to the MountainsHide Change EP launch. Advert is entirely off brand with how the music sounds. We're going to be giving away a new car, a brand new family home, and a dirty couch. Literally, none of these prizes will be given away. We might even play some Nintendo. Then after that, you can shut the fuck up and listen to my new music. MountainsHide Change Launch Party, November 27th on Twitch.
Here at MountainsHide, we care about your listening experience. We put all our products through rigorous testing to ensure they meet the highest listening standards. As a usual part of our in-depth testing, we set out to find the least qualified demographic and ask them what they thought of our latest products.
He's actually fucking... He's hyped up his release. The beat sounds sick, and your vocals is so good.
You better fucking join and drop that fire mix, my guy.
Oh, there he is. Hey, where's the third song? Come on, mate. Honestly, it hyped me off.
Doesn't stream much anymore, and that was the best beat battle on Twitch, and now I'm stuck here. Just kidding. Love ya. Do you want to get banned for the rest of your fucking... Do you want to get banned for the rest of your life? It's not a funny joke. It's not a funny joke.
I'm done with the billions I'm making buying this alone, buying this alone.
Pretty good.
Singing it loudly, only
Have you been stuck in the regular queue on a feedback stream? Are you unable to pay for your own line skips, even with channel points? Every day, a member of the regular queue suffers. But it doesn't have to be this way. Be the change you want to see in the world. Change a regular queue participant's life today. Gift a line skip to a regular queue homie and change their life today. Oh yeah, you can change it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you can change it. You can change it. You can change it. Oh yeah. All right. What are we looking at here? What are we looking at here? All right. We're back in the regular queue. How you doing? How you doing? Your boy is back. Oh yeah, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. All right. Kem. Let me know if you're here. I see you blazing beats. Oh, that's right. You don't have anything in the queue. All right. It's looking like it's gonna be Kem or Crash Tricks. That's what we're looking at here. We got these bad boys up next in the regular horror and blues. Yo, horror and blues is interesting. Yeah, like murder rap level, like horror, like themes and chords, but also like blues. Oh, dude, that's crazy, man. That's fucking crazy. I want to see that. Oi, Things AI has currently no way of emulating. Bum 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 bum. All right, Moonkashi, let me know. We'll play one of your songs. We just play one regular per person per day. I hope that's okay. But yeah, up to you which one you want me to play. I can play Numb or Bury My Heart. Oh, cool. All right. All good. Yeah, right. Let's run it. Let's see what we got here. All right, let's see it. We got a demo here coming in from Moonkashi. Let's run it.
You told me
correct.
You look me dead in the eye. Feels like you kinda hate me. Feels like you
want
me
that's
to
fine.
die alone. Once again and again, the cycle don't wanna end. We was more more than just friends. But now I'm friends with medicine. Now I gotta pretend that I don't feel a thing again. Feels like I wasn't enough for you. I did all that stuff for you. I'm lost in my abyss, I won't come back to recover you. I'm losing my patience, I need to roll up a blunt or two. I've been running from these problems, I'ma pour up a cup or two. Fuck you! Yeah! Nightmares! Fuck! Oh, what does it mean to be numb?
Being drilled.
And look at what you become. I could barely breathe from out of my lungs.
Dude, this is sick. I really like this. Needs mixing, but like mix is kind of rough, but I really like everything about this, to be honest. Like the raps are good, performance is confident, chorus is like really cool, rocky. We still got the rock drums in the verse, but it's like more of a hip hop performance. Yeah, I really like this. I think you're doing good things, man. I want to hear more, dude. Dude, I don't know what specifically you're pointing to when you say draft. I'm just assuming that you're gonna redo this or something. This is a freestyle, bro. You killed it. Put lyrics to it, bro. Because that's the way I write like all of my drafts. Is I'll freestyle, and then I'll mostly keep the melody and the rhythm of the words, but I'll replace the words themselves. I don't know if that's how you work, but if it is, then yeah, great time to revisit the lyrics when you do it again. If it again, everything I make is freestyle. Interesting. Yeah, I'm seeing that pop up more and more actually.
They don't even wanna thumb, and I don't even wanna feel again. Take some pills again. I've been taking trips to the hills again. Devil's den, I'm in the devil's den. Everything is starting to feel real again. Feels like I'm lying to myself for thinking I'll make it. Heart way too numb, I just wanna replace it. All of these feelings, I cannot erase it. If I see some pills, I think I'm gonna take it. Yeah!
Got you, Cloud.
I don't wanna feel a thing.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. I feel like the mix is a bit rough around the edges. That's really my only thing about this. I think the production is great. Songwriting is cool. And all the performance is cool as well. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Yeah, I enjoyed this. This was good, man. Mixed stuff overall, but yeah, production was great, performance was great, songwriting was great. Good work. Good work. Put URL in chat if you want people to know where to find you. And thank you for the submission. Alright. Another homie coming up. We got Cloud, aka Crash Tricks, I do believe, coming through. Make every song on stream, that's cool. I wonder if Twitch is doing the same thing that Spotify is doing where like every stream is like just stolen, like they're just stealing our songs and we're like agreeing to it by using the platform. We got volume 4 at the bottom. Volume 5 will be our last for a while. Oh, that's right. You linking me playlists. All right, we'll play this one. Let's freaking go. Rip the fart. Instrumental part. Bro. It was gas, bro. It was gas. Let's go. Bro, that was great. I got no words, man. That shit was just good. It was good. It was really good. Mix production, songwriting, all on point. Very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, welcome to the MountainsHide stream. A little bit cold. Also, look at my new wall light. Huh? Huh? Yeah, I took it down from there because I realized it was a wall light. I'd never had one before, and none of y'all knew what it was because we spoke about the light at length. Anyways, a friend of mine came along, and he was like, you know that's a wall light, right? Like a corner wall light? And I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, it's supposed to just make the corners look pretty, like a bit of wall. And then he told me to put it there, and I did, and I was happy. Pull a song out of my ass? Yo. Straight out of it. Oh my god, it's a flash drive with a song on it. Oh dear lord. Yeah, welcome to the MountainsHide stream. We are looking for either Chemist or Cayenne. Oh yeah. Flash drive. Let me know if you guys are here. And if not, I got some videos here that I want to watch. Wait, where are they? Oh yeah.
This is the most remote guitar store in the world. It's literally in the middle of the ocean, and this is me standing in front of it, about to go in. But how did I end up here? It all started from these videos. We're going to guitar shops in Japan and Singapore to slap some bass. And in one of these videos, this comment hit me. You should have tried it in America, where no one gives a who you are. So to prove this person right, I first decided to go to one of the most famous guitar shops in the world, in Chicago. So because I'm incredibly famous in Chicago and I'm the CEO of Bass, I'm gonna have to disguise myself and bring protection. So that's why I hired famous bodyguard YouTuber Rob Scallon. You ready?
Yes.
Easy.
Baby, would you sign my guitar, please? Amazing.
Amazing. So stupid. What up, Alex? Regular queue's closed at the moment. I got some stuff to do today, so I am trying to head off. You're welcome to LINESKIP, but also I'll be back tomorrow for a few hours more of free regular queue.
Are you that internet bass guy?
Why there are so many guitars here? Where is the bass?
In the basement.
Excellent.
Are you actually a bass bodyguard? Prove it. I'm gonna pay you double for today. You taught me well.
This is so stupid.
Are you Davey 504?
This is Steven. His name is Steven.
Okay.
That's his name. Our cover is blown. Let's get out of here.
Hey, do you guys know where the brown light?
Mission failed. Unfortunately, my immense popularity was not stopped by my perfect disguise, but because I desperately wanted to prove this comment right. I wanted to find the most remote guitar store in the world, and it's in the middle of the ocean, but luckily it's still in America. So I'm gonna do a huge sacrifice for you guys.
shit.
I got recognized. Mission failed once again. I look like a local now.
Also, I wanted to ask, are you a famous YouTuber? Yeah.
My disguise didn't work.
Yeah. It's a common disguise.
Yeah.
Davey. Smoke, guys. Take a me.
Oh, beautiful, man. Welcome to Hawaii. That's nuts.
After trying this base for multiple hours, I actually decided to buy something in this store.
What did you buy? No, we're not watching an ad. Finale, does he get noticed in Guitar
It's time to
Center?
go in. Hopefully
No doubt.
nobody will notice a signature base here.
No doubt. There we go. Ah! It's smoke on the water, bro. Ooh, nice.
I just
Nice
played
room.
my own song on your base. What are you gonna do about it, Chaz?
I don't want to bother you too much.
No problem. My disguise failed once again. You know what? There's one more thing I have to do here in Hawaii. Pineapple pizza has been haunting me for years. And you know what's the real name of pineapple pizza? Hawaiian pizza. So to end this video, I must try the original Hawaiian pizza once and for all.
I must try. I must try. Was it really created in Hawaii?
You know, as an Italian, this hurts to say, but this is actually pretty good.
Yeah, like, man, Italians typically want high quality ingredients, and I don't know if y'all have noticed, but the way the rest of the West approaches pizza, it's not traditional Italian approach. Like a good Italian pizza will, it will have like not many ingredients usually, and they'll all just be high quality ingredients. So even though it's basic, it still tastes amazing. Whereas on like my Domino's up the road, bro, they'd be putting together monstrosities. You know what I mean? Like they really put together like the craziest list of toppings on a pizza you ever seen in your life. Yo, welcome to the MountainsHide stream. If you're in the regular queue, this is the last call. We're looking for Kim. We're looking for Kyanide. Happy to play either one of you guys. More than happy to play either one of you guys right this very moment. If you are in chat, let me know. All right. And if not, well, it might just be time to get out of here. Guys, thank you for being here. I'm gonna get out of here. I got people to see, work to do. Work to do. A man about a dough. Oh, the regular queue's closed. I was just calling people that were already in it. I'll be back tomorrow for more regular submissions. As usual, thank you all for being here. It's been the Mountainside stream. Goofy music lovers. This is what we are. This is what we are. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna send you off to someone in the feedback community. We're looking at a bit of, I believe Ghostly is playing a little bit of Rocket League. So let's go over there and give him a friendly welcome, shall we? Thank you once more for being here, guys. I've had fun. Today's a bit of a short one. We'll be back tomorrow for more memes and music. Until then, stay well, stay safe, and join the raid. Oh, yeah. Peace.